Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode. Well, the first episode of My Team Career Mode. We're here for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. I'm excited. I can't wait to get this going. And and my phone's just gone off. Why is it? Oh my, inconvenient bullshit. Anyway, let me just put that. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, so we're here for Saudi Arabia. It's a new start. I've just decided to go with a 16 race calendar to get an introduction. We might do the full season next time around. So, we'll see how things unfold. Anyway, so I've skipped all the introduction bullshit, the stuff you don't really need to see. So obviously our teammate is Pastor Maldonado. It had to be, obviously. We've gone with the Ferrari engine. It's the same name as last time around, so Hyper Racing as usual. So as I said, we're just skipping all that just so we can get right into it and waste no time. So as you can see, we are currently on our first quali lap. So far, it's actually not been too bad. Oh, and just a quick add, we decided to go as a midfield team to make things a bit interesting. We're not jumping straight into anything, but we don't want to exactly just be coming last every race. My only concern is around Saudi Arabia. I always seem to be way better than the AI around here, so we might need to turn it up this time. So anyway, look, that's fine. We'll worry about that soon enough. Here we go. Finishing this quali lap in Q1 now. As you can see, we've gone green so far in both sectors. So no purple sectors. Because obviously green on your first lap doesn't really mean anything. Unless it's purple, of course, then it means, well, it means something. So green kind of just means you're on a somewhat decent lap and things are going to go well. So there is Max Verstappen setting the fastest lap. So now as we come across the line, we've actually managed to set the fastest lap. Wow. What are the odds of that? My goodness, we've actually really gone and set the fastest lap there. That is really good stuff. So, I mean, I was on top, so I kind of just stuck to doing one lap, and it's worked out very nicely as we get ourselves into Q2, including our teammate Pastor Maldonado, the big man himself. So, that's a 5-place grid penalty I just realized for Carlos. Huh. I didn't think I could get those. Maybe it's just a rare occurrence, I guess. It just kind of happens. Anyway, we skipped to Q2, and I accidentally wasn't recording when I binned it, so I had to just quickly record that when I could. So we were unfortunately out past Maldonado. Maldonado's actually got into Q3, so that's good stuff. Fortunately, we are not in Q3, so that sucks. But anyway, we're going to have hopes for the race. I'm sure we can make up many positions. Our car isn't exactly the worst thing in the world. So, we're hopefully going to be able to make up some positions then and see what we can do from there. Hopefully, really hopefully, we can do something. So, honestly, I think it could go well, especially with Maldonado's in the top 10. So, things could go really well. So, let's do it.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round 1 of this year's Formula One World Championship. So let's take a look at the topographical map of the Jeddah Street Circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Russell, Maldonado, Gasly, Stroll, Sainz, Bottas, Oscar Piastri, Ocon, Hulkenberg, Norris, Magnussen, Mr. Monaco, Joe, Albon, Tsunoda, Sargent, De Vries, and Fernando Alonso rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today as once again we get another year of Formula One underway.
We're into those tense few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about reliability. They haven't been running in the hot, turbulent wake of other cars in practice, and they've not been pushing at 100% for long durations. Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
So, here we are on the grid. 16th place as we obviously seen. So yeah, we're just gonna have to really. I think we can do well fighting from the back here. We know we'd seen we had the pace. Like my goodness, we really look like we can do it here. So we're gonna start in the mediums though with that. We're gonna go medium soft. I think that's a good shout. Just start on this lower tire, see what positions we can make up. I mean, you know, if we make up decent amount of time on the slower tire while some other people are on the faster tire, then that's perfect because, you know, then it just works out a lot. And of course, if the safety car comes out, then it works out even easier. Now, if it comes out early, then it doesn't really work out. But let's hope that doesn't happen. So yeah, let's just get right to the race start here now, and not have to hopefully worry about that. So we're just getting ready. Tires are nice and warm. As we get up to our grid slot now, are we gonna... Nope, we do it just perfectly. Very, very nice. Okay, so everyone else lines up. On come the lights. And 5 red lights. And away we go for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, kicking off my team career. It's absolutely a bomber start there, as we've already overtaken Magnussen as we go down the inside here of Norris as well. As we have a little sneaky look at the Alpine. Kind of were a bit ambitious with that one, but overall start, that's a brilliant start as we get past the other Haas now of Hulkenberg. So now that's what three positions we've already made up on the start. As you can see, up to 13th now from 16th. So yeah, 3 positions made up. That's a brilliant start, and that is exactly what we need. Oh, we get caught on that curb a little bit. That's not great. Hulkenberg's actually fighting us back, but we managed to still hold on to position. Wow, that is a great start. That is exactly what we needed to start this race off. Now, of course, this could go horribly wrong afterwards. We could just get a great start and then everything go downhill from here. We won't know, so let's just find out and hopefully have a good race now. We just kind of need to stick with the cars in front and try our best to either stay within DRS and hold on to it, or just absolutely go like hell and overtake everyone. So hopefully things can go well. Having said that, so of course we've got Ocon ahead on softs and then Bottas on medium. So it's kind of a mix here. Nobody's really stuck for one tire. So this is really going to shake things up. Of course, including ourselves who have opted for the mediums. And this is actually a bit of a thing going on here because Ocon and Bottas were fighting, which slowed them down. And now we're going to make it 3 wide into turn 1 as we use a bit of the battery as well, just a small bit, just to boost up as we make a double overtake there on the front straight. And that is beautiful stuff. An extra 2 positions just going on to the second lap. So that's now 5 positions we've already made up. And that is exactly the kind of start we needed. So here we go, as we go down the inside of Stroll as well, here at the end of lap 2. And you can see there's 3 cars ahead of us that are now in a little kerfuffle, so that's going to slow them down as well. Them battling, so that's going to allow us to be right up near them. So we get past Stroll, so we're now inside the top 10, which is already perfect stuff. So we pretty much just have to... Well, I mean, considering our pace at the moment, I think we could easily pass these guys as we actually try to undercut Sainz a little bit. We do stick our nose and get alongside, so we are now entitled to room as we go around the outside of Sainz there. And that's a brilliant move, and that's P9 now. We're absolutely shredding through the pack at the moment. This is excellent stuff. So here we go, we're now on the end of lap 3. Obviously we finally get DRS, so we've got a brilliant run here at Gasly, who's actually on the hards for some reason. But of course we're going to use a little bit of our battery, again, just to zoom past the McLaren. Gasly got boxed in, and we're obviously able to fly past the McLaren, so we didn't have to worry about anything. And we've got a half decent gap at the moment. So, you know, it's good. So, we're skipping now to lap 6 as we chased our teammate and Lewis Hamilton down. So, we've already caught up to them. So, we are absolutely flying now. Maldonado is absolutely... He's doing bits at the moment. This is brilliant stuff. We really, really, really could use this kind of pace in another teammate. But you know what? I don't think... So far, he's keeping his job for this season. I know it's only the first race, but you know, like, you kind of need to have a good teammate. But my man Pastor, you know what I'm saying? The GOAT. So yeah, let's see if we can get him a race win at some point. That'd be great, honestly. So yeah. Anyway, continuing on. Aside from my strange thoughts about the future when it's only the first race. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up now. Right. So we actually are up the back of Pastor. Along with Hamilton. Hamilton doesn't have DRS. I don't think he does not. So we're now going to gain... Oh, he does have DRS. My bad. I didn't see that. As we go around the outside of our teammate there. Maldonado seemed to kind of let us go a little bit there. So that's good stuff. So now at least we can chase after Lewis and not have to worry in particular about, you know, losing much time. So now we've got the DRS. Lewis has yet to... I think he had DRS there, I think. Honestly, I can't see from recording. I don't know why. Just small screen. Anyway. So you can see now we are still on the charge to absolutely rifle through the pack at the moment. So that's what we just need to keep doing. Just keep calm and get these overtakes done. So you can see there's 2 cars up there battling. Which causes Hamilton to actually have to slow down the exit, and we get a brilliant run on Hamilton, and we've overtaken him. And that's brilliant stuff. And now next up is the other Mercedes of George Russell, and then Perez just ahead of him. So we skip now to the end of lap 8, starting lap 9, and those two are going to battle it again into turn 1. This is absolutely working out beautifully in our favour. We are keeping brilliant pace, but these two fighting is just making things easier. And again, it's another Mercedes who gets a poor exit. And that allows us to go through on George Russell. And that's yet again another position gained. And now it's all eyes on the Red Bull ahead of us. Oh my god, almost lose the back end there. That could have been absolutely dreadful. Because if we had lost that, that would have been terrible from the fight we've been putting up so far from 16th. As now we gain loads on Perez. We fly past Perez. Well, not entirely, but going into turn 1, we try around the outside. And then we got the inside line for the second corner. It looks like we're still going to be fighting this up to turn 4. Are we going to get it? We're just slightly about to inch ahead. As we go into turn 4, we take the position. Perez backs out, and it was a smart thing to back out there. There's not really much room to overtake, but once you're the car ahead, you realistically should just be entitled and let that person go. So, over the next few laps, we had just pretty much fought Perez and Russell. As you can see, there's 3 wide going into turn 1, as they're going inside of me now as well. So we have to leave the room. We do keep the position, however, they are absolutely changing positions left, right, and centre, which is very nice and entertaining, I'm sure, for the TV. But as you can see, we go on to lap 14 now. That's Lewis Hamilton going slowly, and there's someone crashing in the back. That's Ocon. No, is that Ocon or is that Gasly? I think that's Ocon. I think I saw Ocon. Yep, and the... I don't fly. Oh my. Safety car is in this lap. A red flag already. A red flag in our first My Team race. That is chaos. Essentially a free stop. So very carefully about our strategy. We were a lap away from going to the softs. So we can just now pit to the softs here, do our strategy, and not have to worry. Oh, what have I done? So we can just, yeah, my god, this could be brilliant. This has absolutely worked in our favour, because we were leading as well. Max had pit to the hards. Everyone else has pit to their mediums now that we were on the mediums beforehand. This is really working out, lads. This is brilliant. Or did they go to the soft? I can't remember what tyres they were on now. My goodness, I'm an idiot. Anyway, but they'll probably pit. They'll obviously, everyone will get new tyres on at this rate. So we're going to get fresh softs to the end here now. Obviously, it'll be interesting to see what Max does, because he'll be wanting that win. I mean, we're going to be on pole position here.
Good to get back on track.
As we are. No! Verstappen's gone for the hards. And the two cars behind him have gone for soft, including Perez and Leclerc, and then Maldonado's gone for the medium. So Maldonado's definitely getting to the end with decent pace. So you can see we head off into turn 1, no problems at all. Nobody's even touched us. As this could be absolutely insane. We're now leading the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix because of a red flag. Thank you so much for that, Alpine. I still don't, I think it was Ocon. I'll have to double check. Because honestly, I can't remember. But you can see now, we're just kind of getting up to the grips with the soft tires. Here comes Sergio Perez, absolutely flying down. As we go alongside now, this is not the corner we want to go alongside for. As we go onto the corner now, as we've touched and Perez appears to have lost his front wing and he's killing the safety car and Charles Leclerc. Oh my, that's a big accident. We need to have a look at that again. Oh my goodness, what? So we go side by side. We'd make contact, but Perez rejoins the track. The safety car was called out before then, and then Leclerc gets absolutely battered by running into the Red Bull. He rejoins the track with no front wing, very dangerously. That's another retirement from this race. Of course, that's just a safety car coming out now. So that's going to allow us to at least keep our lead, save our tires a little bit. So Perez, obviously not having a front wing, will have to box as well. So at least that's Perez off our shoulders, but we still have a rabid Max Verstappen behind us, I'm sure. But I think because he's on the hards and we're on the softs, it's almost like kind of equal cars at this rate. You know, his downforce is better, we have more grip though, so, you know, it'll be interesting to see for these last few laps how things go. So, we will be leading away the safety car. We want to get the best restart as possible. As the safety car pulls into the pit, so we try our best to pull the trigger, but then the safety car thing just kind of stops us. But we still get a really good getaway, pull ahead of Max Verstappen, and will be safe into turn 1. Unless of course this was Max at Saudi 2021, then he might have tried to kill us, but anyway. Don't kill me, I'm a joke, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're leading away. This is exactly what we need. Now all we need to do is just pull away and not have any worries. The first lap after the red flag, I just needed to get to the grips with it because of, I don't know, new tires again. You just have more grip after those old things. So when I finally found the grip, I set the fastest lap, and Verstappen had it beforehand on last lap, but then we just managed to find so much time on that lap. Before DRS is enabled now, we've pulled a gap ahead. So we've led all the way up now to lap 25. As you can see, Maldonado is up into P2, and I see this, and I think, you know what, I could slow down a little bit, give Maldonado DRS for the last 2 straights to give him, you know, a cushion to make sure that he still stays ahead. Of course, I've got a good gap now, so I could realistically just, you know, piss off into the lead, but I want to get this 1-2 now that we have the opportunity. I didn't even think of that. So I decided to start slowing down a little bit to see if I can give Maldonado DRS for that final straight. And obviously, of course, it'll be for the main straight as well. It's only a short DRS run, but you never know, it could be crucial. So there is Maldonado. He has indeed got into our DRS. He's still far enough behind to make an overtake on us, so we're obviously still clear to go off and win this race, but we have given Maldonado a cushion to make sure he stays ahead of Verstappen. Will he stay ahead though, is the question. Verstappen's gone to the outside. Maldonado appears to have defended a little bit, but it doesn't look like Verstappen's done anything. No, Maldonado has it. We're coming up across the line to take the win in Saudi Arabia, and Maldonado gets P2. Oh my.
So after a day of mixed fortunes up and down the field, we bring today's race to a close. What do you think it was today, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way onto the podium now. Let's have a quick look at how the
And there
driver
you have it,
standings
folks.
have changed.
The
Mr.
first
Monaco
race of the
takes over
season,
lead of the Drivers'
we've gone a
Championship.
1-2.
Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say
And we
is
were
a
the winners as
contender
well.
for
That
driver
is
of the day?
incredible.
I have to
How?
give it to
I don't know
Mr.
how
Monaco.
we've actually
It's
pulled
time
this
to
off.
check out the
That's
constructors'
actually
standings.
brilliant. We've
The owner drivers'
first
team
race
moves to the
ever,
top
and we
of the
win
table.
and get a
And
1-2.
with that, we wrap up
That's just
another
honestly,
weekend
oh
of
my god,
motorsport action.
that's the
But
best
with
start we
more
could have asked for. That
races
is
lined up,
brilliant.
be sure to
That's
join us when we
absolutely
come back
perfect stuff.
with more
So
Formula
honestly,
One.
I really want to carry this momentum through now to Australia and really give everyone what for. Show them how Hyken can win this championship. I don't know why I'm thinking that as the first race. I'm sure it's just because everyone seems to be overpowered on Saudi Arabia in this game, or well, on most things, to be honest with you. But my God, yeah, we lead. Everything is this. Oh, a penalty for Albon. That's interesting. Yeah, so yeah, it was Esteban Ocon. Sorry, I was just, again, me going weird. But anyway, that is incredible. So I honestly can't wait to do Australia. So thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. Do all that stuff, you know. And yeah, I cannot wait for Australia. And I hope you will be there to join me. Okay, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.